I met him again for the first time. I meet so many people for the first time tonight. I love it. I love meeting people. Your next comedian coming up to the stage, Lucas. Lucas. Everybody give it up for Lucas.
That's how I feel when I go to a merengue show. I'm just like, yeah, all right, here we go. And the Hispanic lady comes up to me and she's like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm only allowed 2 F-bombs tonight, just to let you guys know. So I was raised out here in Boise, Idaho. I spent most of my life up here. I've done a lot of traveling. The past couple of years, I've been to New York, I've been to California, and I remember growing up watching, you guys remember Jim Carrey? You guys remember Jim Carrey? Okay, there we go. Well, I remember watching The Cable Guy. You guys remember The Cable Guy? Steven! 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 It's just crazy how Jim Carrey does body movements. He's like, yes! 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 And he's straight. You know what I mean? He's a straight guy. Like, if you meet him in person, he's a real nice guy. He's all about mindfulness. He's all about the laws of attraction. He absolutely believes in mindfulness, Buddhism. I don't think he believes in God, but he definitely believes in Buddhism and laws of attraction. But I remember watching some of his movies and I was like, man, this guy has got it, man. This guy is just crazy good. Like, he would do, I remember one movie that I saw way back in the day. What was it? It was Liar Liar, where he was like, hey, you guys remember Liar Liar? Right? Well, there's this part of the movie where he's all, I sped, I went too fast, I changed lanes without signaling while running red light and speeding! And the cop's like, is there anything else? I have unpaid parking tickets. Steven! 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 Like, man, dude. This guy's got it. He's got it made. I actually met Jim Carrey. Yeah, I did. I actually slept 17 hours outside of Barnes & Noble in Manhattan, New York. I was living at the homeless shelter on, what street was it? It was the BRC, look it up, I'm not bullshitting. It was the mental health shelter, the BRC or whatever. Lots of schizophrenics live there. It's pretty crazy. But I remember when I lived there, I was like, man, I want to meet Jim Carrey. He's like, I want to meet this guy. Like, I want to tell him that I want to play his son in a motion picture movie. I just want to tell him that. And I want to meet this guy. And so I slept 17 hours outside of Barnes & Noble. And when I was sleeping outside, I was like, man, I need to get some coffee because I don't want to sleep and get mugged or something happen to me. So I went across the street and I went to this cafe, I got some coffee, sat there, charged my phone, I come back out, and then I go to lie back down right next to Barnes & Noble, and there's these 2 homeless people having butt sex. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I don't, and I'm not kidding you, they were really seriously having butt sex. They were having butt sex. This guy was this girl in the ass, okay? Like, it was, okay? It was pretty crazy. And this girl, she came, I slept outside for about 17 hours. Well, after about the 11th hour, people started to line up front because they wanted to meet Jim Carrey, and there was a big line. So there was all these people. There's like 5 people right next to me, you know? And all of a sudden they started whipping out drugs, and they were doing drugs. And this girl looks at me and she's like, "Should we do something?" I'm like, "Let me ask you something. Are they geeking?" And she's like, "What does that mean?" I go, "Well, let me ask you something. Are they geeking?" And she's like, "I don't know what geeking means." I'm like, "They're fucking high, lady." They're geeking, okay? Steven! They're geeking. So anyway, so I get inside, right, to meet Jim Carrey. Long story short, I get inside, and Jim Carrey, paparazzi, you know how the paparazzi are. They swarm the actor, and they're like, Jim Carrey. You know what I mean? They talk really fast because they're trying to blow up this actor in front of all these people because they're probably paid to do that. And Jim Carrey's all, hold on a second. And I'm standing up there and I had a long beard, I looked like Jesus. And I look at Jim Carrey and I'm like, I was seriously starstruck, and I looked right at him and he looked at me and he's all, "Nice beard, get a fucking job." That's how I met Jim Carrey.
Get up for Lucas, everybody. That was awesome. All right, so we're getting ready for our last comedy of the night. So for 10 years, I was involved in professional wrestling.